Hi everyone, welcome to today's Altcoin Bible. As always, if you want to watch the full version of this episode where I dive in a little bit more about the markets and my thoughts around it, make sure to become a newsletter subscriber down below. A little bit of inside info on that. This Thursday when we're doing our Signals Top 10 and portfolio weightings, we're actually adding 3 new cryptos in and getting rid of 3. We're adding in Matisse, PEPE and Beam. I'll explain in detail why we're doing that. But if you read last week's edition on Thursday around my, the Altcoin Bible, the Altcoin Fast 5 guide, I gave some hints in there on why some changes might be on the horizon. So I'll just throw that out there. Now, today, the top 3 are really interesting. Now, the dips dip has had another dip, and I think altcoins have bottomed. So the capitulation of altcoins, with Bitcoin breaking that 60K, we'll run down now, guys. Of course, we can go lower, but just what I was seeing at 60K gave me, and below 60K gave me a ton of confidence when I saw FBTC holding up like a champ. I saw some altcoins even rally quite hard during that phase. It was very obvious that the sellers were exhausted. So I'm liking a few here. Now, no more so than PEPE. I'm looking at that right now. So PEPE has been a strong mover when Ethereum is strong as well. And just broadly, when we've got a bit more liquidity and when markets have found a bit of a low, PEPE tends to run really hard. The same with other memes, but PEPE seems to be the front runner. Now, why I really like PEPE here is it clearly has broken out of that downwards channel through here. It also came down near the 100 day moving average like it did over here. Very similar kind of bottoming formation there, and it's blasted straight up out of the 10 EMA, reclaimed that horizontal, reclaimed the 50, reclaimed the 20. This looks just primed to move to the top there. It is also in a more advanced state and looks even more bullish against Ethereum. That's kind of been my barometer when I'm looking at some of these altcoin charts, is if Ethereum is outperforming most things right now, and SBTC is actually taking a bit of a hit in terms of Bitcoin strength is waning a little bit against Ethereum, maybe because of the ETF coming, then benchmarking some of these cryptos against Ethereum is a really strong move to kind of maintain your value and find those opportunities to outperform. Now, my one to watch this week is actually STX. We haven't shown STX for a little while. It's been, just this massive downward correction into this wedge, but I really like what I'm seeing. You go back to this previous cluster of volume over here and price action, we've essentially done a full retracement back into that support. This also is a very clear bullish divergence. You can see the second wick is lower than the last, while on the RSI we've actually got a higher low momentum. That is what you want to see at these crucial structural supports. Also, sentiment could not be worse just broadly for the markets. I think we've found a local low here. It is going to run with some moving averages above, but in terms of finding that low, I'd love it in the short term to flip this line here, which was this little low over here. This would then tell me this is a deviation underneath the price action, and then we've got to flip back and it should break out higher over time. So really like the look of STX. I could have chosen a bevy of different altcoins that look very similar to this. These are just the 3 that I know a lot of people are interested in, so I'm going to share it. Now, my danger zone for this week, it was really, really hard to find a danger zone or a crypto that doesn't look as advanced or as good. And you could also say some are lagging. And I think some of the AI coins are actually, now just going to lag just a little bit after a 49-50% move. So I'm just thinking they need to just chill. And also, we have a catalyst, which is coming for AGIX and Ocean. And that is the ASI merge, I believe, on the 2nd of July. I'm yet to see a catalyst in crypto that wasn't a buy the rumor, sell the news event. Now, that could be counteracted by the amount of selling that we've had. If the market is rebounding, then maybe we don't get a sell in the event, but traders do take advantage of it. And so I just don't really see the advantage right now of buying into heavy overhead resistance, and that is 200-day moving average. That is the volume resistance above. Really would get more bullish on AGX if we cleared that and started to find a position here once the ASI merges out. That kind of thinking. I just don't really see the need to be buying it. Although I do think this chart looks good as a longer term investment perspective. So the higher low, higher high, beginning to create this movement, maybe a crack back up, but we've got to watch that we don't run into resistance and come down after the merge, maybe creating a higher low and then creating some more structure over here before we move out. It's just something I'm thinking of, but that is my danger zone a little bit here. Stoke RSI also quite mature. RSI in a really nice spot, but just a few things lining up in that region. I think there are better cryptos out there, and getting bullish into resistance is not a good way to go. You want to be getting bullish into support, bearish into resistance. So again, I think a lot of people were like that with Bitcoin at 16 when we kind of dropped a little bit below, didn't wait for the close, got incredibly bearish at support, dropped their bags, panic sold, and then it's reversed back. And like when we look at 73,000, when we're back there, everyone bullish, thinking we're going to 100. So sentiment is a very interesting thing. You got to get a handle on it for yourself. So guys, hope you've enjoyed this short episode. Make sure to tune in for our newsletter on Thursday. Have a great day. See ya. Bye-bye.